Dr. Kristie Ennis, physical therapist, certified strength and conditioning specialist, and nutritionist. And today I want to go over some beginner stretches for flexibility. Now, one of the things that I hear a lot from my patients and clients is that they can't stretch because they don't have enough flexibility to stretch, which is really kind of silly, right? So, to remedy that, I'm going to show you some stretches that anybody can do with the help of a couple little props to make it a little easier just in case. Now, the other thing to know is that you don't have to be a beginner to do these stretches either. These just feel good overall. You can do them on the floor, you can do them in your bed, and those are really the two places that you probably can choose to do these on, unless you happen to have a table that's really comfortable for some random reason. But we're going to start out by lying down. So, if you're in bed, you can do these before getting out of bed in the morning, which is awesome. So feet together, knees together. You're going to put those arms out to the side. So already we're getting a little opening in through those chest muscles. And then you're just going to let those knees rock from side to side. You have control about how much motion you're getting here. So if you go here and you go, ow, then guess what? Don't go quite that far the next time. You don't want to have any ows when you're doing these things, okay? And again, it's just nice and gentle, and you might even notice that you get a little bit more motion as you go. After doing about 10 or so repetitions, then you can go ahead and just hold it down a little bit, and then rotate that head to the side opposite of those legs. As long as that feels okay on the neck, then that's a nice little stretch on the neck too. From here, we're going to go and get into a little opening for the inside of those hips. So if you put the soles of the feet together, and now we're just going to let gravity help bring those knees down. Now if you find that you have any knee pain or your hips just don't want to relax, you can take a block, which not everybody has a yoga block, I know that, but you can always take a couple pillows too, and then just help support. Sometimes it's easier to have it up by the hip. Sometimes it feels better to have it by the knee, and you can adjust, obviously, the height of where you have things. And then things can really relax nicely, okay? From there, we're going to use, this is called a yoga strap. That's the technical name for it. But this is great to be able to help get your body into certain positions. So we're going to stretch the hamstring next, and that's where we're going to start out using this strap. So if you can, bring that knee in towards your chest. And then you're going to bring that strap, slide it around the bottom of the foot. Very gently and carefully, you're going to straighten that leg out. Notice you don't have to straighten all the way out. You're only straightening that knee until you feel a stretch. You don't need to be here unless you have the flexibility to be there. But since you're starting out, you probably don't. So just go until where you feel a stretch in the back of that knee. Relax those arms. You can pull those elbows down a little bit. And then just hold into that. So 30 seconds, a minute. Research on stretching changes frequently, so that time frame may change. I usually just tell people, really try to feel the stretch and feel yourself relax into it, and then you usually can move on. And make sure that you're doing both sides for this one. From there, I'm going to roll onto my side. I'm going to show you my back just so that you can, actually no, I'm not. I'm going to show you my front. We're going to go this way, and depending on where your flexibility is at for this, you can either grab onto the ankle, grab onto the pant leg, but this leg needs to be forward more to protect that back. If you can't reach either of those, this is where that strap comes into play again. And then you're going to take and just bring that leg back. So bringing the heel towards the butt and extending that leg back. So now we're getting hip flexor and quad, so all those muscles in the front. If it's uncomfortable, again, you can place a pillow or a block in between here to help support that knee, or even just kind of drop down a little bit more. But leg in front so that you keep that nice, straight, neutral spine there. That's important.
Oopsies, looks like I turned off my mic on accident, so now you get to listen to my voice that may not totally match up with my mouth movement there. But the next stretch that we're going to do is for the piriformis, so crossing one leg over is your starting position. As long as that feels okay, then you're going to take that knee and bring it over towards the opposite shoulder. Again, nice and gentle, make sure it feels good, feel it through the back of the butt and into that hip. If you need a little bit more stretch, then you can go ahead and bring that thigh up towards your chest with your hands. If that's too much, take your little handy dandy strap And that will help if you've got any arm or shoulder discomfort to help you move through that leg a little bit more easily. From here, carefully work on getting up. That's an important part too. You don't want to cause any injuries by moving from one position to another. And now we're going to get into the neck. So you're going to gently place one hand behind the back to help keep that shoulder down. If that's too much on the shoulder or arm, just really think about placing that hand down. And then you're going to tilt your neck to the opposite side. You can place that hand on top of the head, but very gently pull it over. Don't yank the head over. A great one for the shoulders and the front, the chest muscles there is taking that strap, bringing your hands up, sliding those hands apart, and then bringing those arms back overhead. If you have the full flexibility, you can bring them all the way over. But again, just stop where your comfort level is. You don't need to go all the way back to have it be effective. And that doesn't work without the strap nearly as well. The last one we're going to do is clasping those hands. And now you're actually going to round into that spine, tuck that head, and then you're stretching the opposite muscles through the upper back, the neck, the back of the shoulders. And this one, again, should feel really good. So these are nice, easy stretches that anybody can do. No excuses here. You can do them at home. Probably not at work, because that might be a little bit awkward to do. But again, nice and easy to do, comfortable. Focus on the ones that your body needs to do the most. And thank you for tuning in today. Click that thumbs up button if you liked this video.